Welcome to Vigor Fitness and Performance. If you've never been here, then welcome. Because the whole point of this seminar is for you to leave with, well, knowledge and strategies and answers and understanding of how to not basically, fall into the same pitfalls. We're going to go through a bunch of science as well, and it's like it'll really open your eyes to, what happens with diets, what happens with weight loss, why is there failures? Because you can't cheat science. So it led me on this journey of going beyond the X's and O's. So the X's and O's are, hey, you should eat this many calories a day, and you should eat these macros, right? Which we'll touch on today too. But it goes far beyond that because you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere online right now and type in, how many calories should I eat, so on and so forth. And you'll get answers. There's more information than there's ever been. But you guys aren't looking for information. You guys are looking for transformation. When you eat, right, when you go and eat, something happens before. When you get pissed off and yell at somebody, something happens before. Matter of fact, it starts with a deceptive brain message. It could be a thought, it could be an urge, it could be a desire. When you get a thought in your head, it creates an emotion, right? An uncomfortable physical emotional sensation, including craving. Oh, cake. I need this, I need salty, I need sugar, I need whatever. And this is followed by a habitual and usually unhealthy response. I promise you that if this week, after you get out of the seminar, if you just figured out some things that you do based on thoughts or urges or desires that happens to you throughout the week, you have done more for yourself than any X and O in nutrition that I can ever give you. Research shows that we're great at losing weight. I mean, there's I don't know, I'm making this up, but it's like 100,000 diets in the world. It's insane. You got the Twinkie diet, the cookie diet, anything and everything, right? Millions of people lose weight every year, so it's not like it's impossible. Far from it, actually. People are good at losing weight. The struggle is keeping the weight off. So the thing is, it's a catch-22, right? Because diets actually make you fat. So there's obviously an alarming obesity epidemic. The thing is that what fuels the prevalence of fad diets is the obesity epidemic, but it's a perpetual yo-yo because you lose weight, and then we'll see why you actually gain it back because of the diets. Metabolic adaptation is the result of a period of chronic dieting, typically exacerbated by multiple weight loss and regain cycles. So pretty much what it means is if you've lost and gained weight multiple times, right, you may be dealing with metabolic damage and adaptation. And many people do. Some signs and symptoms, some are lack of energy, no enthusiasm for training, inability to lose weight despite of chronically low calories. So that's one that we're going to really kind of bring to light. The body sees caloric restriction as a threat to survival, so it fights back, right? So you have to understand that it's like as soon as you start cutting calories, the body doesn't understand what's perfect for you, what's right. Just like it doesn't understand when you squat what's good form. All it cares about is survival. What is a quality diet? 80% whole and minimally processed foods that you like, 10% whole and minimally processed foods you don't necessarily like, but you don't hate, right? And the reason why we got this 10% here is because some people need more micronutrients. So might have to throw in some veggies or certain things that you're like, okay, I don't hate it. And then 10% is whatever you want, so pure junkie goodness, which is a great name for that. Because this is what happens with most advanced methods, right? Like you shoot yourself in the foot, essentially, because it's like you have all the macros and all the calories, and you start doing it, and day 3, you're just overwhelmed. Like you're at work all day, you're like, I haven't got this in yet. You're just all over the place, and you fall off because it's so rigid, right? So one habit at a time. When we go into hacks, guys, when we go into the habit hacks, and I'm going to fly through this a little bit, is remember, one habit at a time has an 80% success rate. So right now, if I say, okay, just eat breakfast, like your breakfast was a donut and coffee. And I was like, okay, well, let's change it to a healthy smoothie or an omelet. That would be one thing, right? And even that's more than one habit, but let's say it is, right? 2 habits, only 35% success rate, and then 3 habits or more is only 5%. It's like real statistics. So think about this. If you just started on a training program, that's more than one habit. If you come in early in the morning, you got to wake up earlier, you got to go to sleep earlier, you got to come and train. That's like 3 or 4 habits. But you got the support of the coaches and community and accountability, and you make it, right? But now if we start stacking all these nutritional habits, the success rate is going to fall. And I want you to like take that like really to heart, that maybe moving like the fastest way to your results is actually moving forward slower. At the end of the day, the point is mastery, right? Most people suck at food choices, at planning, cooking, reviewing, and logging. And that colors all of their results forever. It's reality. What if you became really good at that, right? What if you became really good at those things? At the end of this year, you would be a different person. Not just like how your body is. Your life would be completely different, right? So the idea is that you work on one habit at a time. You have a sequence of 3 to 4 habits that you'll keep repeating. With each week you repeat a habit, the concept is to take it a step deeper. And there is no, here's the thing, there's no right or wrong. Like you're not a bad person for not going faster. All you're doing is you're chipping away at it, right? And remember, with this, it's all very individualized. If you came and said, look, I want to step on stage because, you know, we do this stuff. I want to step on stage for a bikini show in 12 weeks. I would say this is what it's going to take. It's going to take tracking. It's going to take sticking to your macros. It's going to take this and that, right? So everything comes down to your wants. Like, what are you, first of all, how confident that you're going to do it? You know, how deep is your want? How deep is your commitment? And then, like, do you want to change for good, or do you want it to be a 12-week result?